Hey, so I'm back. I think after that last video, I was like, wow, I really need to shower. I really need to get out of these clothes because I've been wearing them all day and probably yesterday too. And I really need to wash this sweater, so that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So that's what this look is. It's freshly showered. I smell really good. I went to the Hoboken Arts and Music Festival a while ago, and I always get suckered into these like things that I really don't need, but they have this like whipped soap. But yeah, so I figured I'd share with you all of my conference thoughts now because I'm gonna write them down. So yeah, here we go. So I left I left Thursday morning. So I think Wednesday night I had advanced biomechanics exam, which was super uh it went okay actually, but it was just a lot of prep, so a lot of work there. So those are all my frazzled thoughts from that day. Don't want to go back there. Um, but yeah, so finished that, came back, was like, oh my god, I still have to pack. I still have to research these companies. So packed, and my goal was that I was on the phone with my mom for a while. Um, Packed and was like in bed by 10:30, and my flight was at 7 in the morning the next day. Sorry, 6 in the morning. So I wanted to get there by 4 p.m. to Newark Airport. Um, so I wanted to leave here by 3:30, so I was gonna get up at 3. But me, like, I was so worried about missing my alarm. Like, I told my parents, I was like, hey, call me if you're gonna be here, or if you're gonna be up. They weren't gonna be up, but they called me anyways, because they're awesome. Um, so yeah, no, I woke up by myself at like 2:30, and I was like, I'm not chancing it going back to sleep because I'm gonna be really tired and not get up. So I was up at 2:30, and then went to the airport, made it on time. Everything was good. Surprise, I got an Uber. I did like the pickup time, which I've never done, so it worked out. It ended up being the longest day ever. It was a 4-hour flight to Austin, Texas. And I've always wanted to go to Austin, and it was everything I wanted it to be. So, potential place to live, maybe, post school. Um, so, let's see, how am I going to do this conference stuff? I guess on Thursday, so I got there, got to my hotel. There was only really like 6 people from Stevens that were going. So it was 4 girls, undergrad, who were in the other room, and then me and a grad student who was my roommate in the second room. So I went in, signed in. Everybody had already left for the conference. So I was getting my stuff together, researching the companies. Oh, like on the plane ride over, on the plane ride, on the car ride over to Newark, on the plane ride, and like in the time in the airport, the 2 hours before, I was searching companies, searching like one. It was the first time that I got to see who was going to be there, like the exhibitors and the sponsors, and plan out what workshops and other things I wanted to do, which booths I wanted to hit, and what I wanted to say for any type of like interview questions in case I got one. So yeah, I was doing all that, super frazzled, working on the Wi-Fi. Newark Airport only gives you like 30 minutes of complimentary free Wi-Fi, which is BS, but whatever. So I use that. Was checking through my phone. They had a SWE app, so I checked through that, planned my day. It was like a scheduler, so it was nice. I'm like, I got you. So yeah, that was Thursday. Oh, so then I got there. They had like normally like on Friday is the career fair, like a normal. I think it's like 10:30 to 4, and this time they had extended hours, so there was an additional career fair on Thursday, and that was 1 to 8, and like the 6 to 8 period was a reception. So there was like food everywhere, so everyone's savages. There were some long lines, um, which was needed though because there was no like there was some food in the conference center, like a pizza place and a cafe, but not to fit like however many people. Like the conference center, the whole conference was sold out. So the conference center was booked. Like it was full. There were some long lines at that cafe, like long. And then there were some food trucks outside, which like those were sold out too because so many people were there. Um, yeah. So when I got my stuff together, I Ubered to the conference, registered, which took a while. I got into the conference maybe like, or into the career fair part, which was the most important part for me on Thursday, by maybe like 15 minutes after it opened, which is fine, and I hit some good companies, so I'll go through those. I don't even know if I should like say the name of the company. I don't know, because I'm in the job search process. I probably shouldn't, so I don't think I will. I'll name some, but I won't say my notes for them, I guess. I don't know. But then also that night was the hospitality suites, and those are fun. They like book out like kind of a bigger, like a little hall, I guess, but not like the main convention center area. But they book out like a hall and they deck it out. They do giveaways. There's food, and there's like 20, 30 company reps that are inside, and you just mingle. And it's not really like a time like the career fair where you hand out resumes and you're trying to be professional and you're trying to show off, which is fine. And but it's more of like a, yeah, everyone chill, meet this person, they'll bring you to somebody else if they like you. They want you to talk to as many people as you can. So, yeah, so I went to that. So that was like 8 to 10, I think. And then, because I didn't eat all day, me and my friend Emily went to go get food. So Emily, I'll speak to her. I actually just met her recently. So one of my favorite people in the world, Diana Leone, the queen, moved to Texas to work for Dow Chemical after she graduated. Really sad time. She's like one of my older friends. Not that she's old, but and we became friends. And she like left at the, like, I was a freshman or a sophomore, I guess, when I met her. So I've only known her for a short time coming in, but she's a really good friend of mine. So whatever. So she moved to Texas. I was really sad, but also really happy because then I can go visit her. So in March, I went to go visit her, and she lives in Pearlstown, Pearl something. It's like right outside Pearland, I think, right outside of Houston. And it was March, so it was rodeo month, and we got to see a Luke Bryan concert. We went to the rodeo. It was awesome. So yeah, so when I went there, the weekend that I was visiting, she also had her friend Emily visiting, who graduated, I think, a year before her, or the same year, but she works at a construction company in Louisiana. So she came to visit for the weekend, so I met her there, became friends, and then realized that we were both going to the SWE conference. So yeah, so that's why we were there eating. Yeah, so then it ended up being a long day. I think I was talking to my roommate then afterwards, then it was like kind of late. I really needed to pass out. I think it was like 1:30 or like almost close to 1:30, and I left at 2:30, right? And so it was almost like I think it was at the 24 hours because of the time change. Went back to Central Time. So it was a really long day. Passed out. Then did the second career fair on Friday. Hit the companies that I didn't get to. And those were the bigger companies. And also there was I went to like a, not a workshop, but it was a talk, I guess. So that was good, and it was about building your confidence and all these things. And then I went to an info session that I really, really liked, and I met a lot of great company reps there. And then I finished out the career fair, and that was more of a chill day. And then after that career fair, it was more of me time, and then went out at night. So then also, I was supposed to go out to eat for dinner with Emily earlier. I fell asleep. Sorry, Emily. But also Matt came to visit me. So Matt is my friend from high school. We met like friends of friends. He's like from Jackson. So yeah, so he came to visit, and we went out to 6th Street with Emily, and it was crazy. It's kind of like if you like are from Hoboken or go to school in Hoboken. It's kind of like Hoboken, like Washington Street, but they like close off the streets at a certain time. So they're like legit, like they close off the streets, no cars can pass by because there's so many pedestrians in between, and it's like a mile long. And also like Washington Street, it's like bars and restaurants. We kind of have like apartments, we have like laundromats, bagel shops in between. Like there's just strictly bars and restaurants, and it's wild. So it was a good night. Met some cool guys from like Dartmouth, U Chicago, and Harvard. They had like a rugby tournament in Austin, so met a lot of them. They were very cool. Yeah, so next day, then Saturday was again more of like me explore time, and then I went to uh, this Hope Outdoor Gallery. So it's like a graffiti park. If anyone saw like my snaps or my Insta, it was so cool. It was honestly like a really like liberating feeling to just go and like make some work of art that you pick. I mean, I drew something like I think I wrote my last name. I wrote like a quote. I think I drew like a sun. Like I didn't know what to do because I wasn't prepared for it, but it was fun. I've never held a spray paint, I guess, which is like I guess that's kind of minor, but um it was cool to see that like everybody was making their own thing and nobody like looked at anyone else's negatively. Like everybody just kind of was like they were there for them. So it was really cool. And I went by myself just because everybody had left. Like Matt left, Emily left, my roommate left, and the other four girls were kind of doing their own thing. So I like my me time. I like my self-exploring things. So went there, and it was a really touristy place. Uber everywhere, of course, or Lyft. And so yeah, I went there, and then I walked around UT Austin. It's a big campus. It's beautiful. I met some like lost parents, I guess. I don't know. So they were walking with me for a while. Let's see, and then I got food at Torchy's Tacos. Pretty good. And the waitress, I think, like accidentally gave me an extra taco. It was a veggie taco, which I never do. I always get meat. So, but I still ate it, and it was pretty good. It was like a fried mushroom and beans, and I don't know, it was good. And then I got their other one, which is called Crossroads. Honestly, forget. I think it was like brisket, cilantro, avocado. I don't remember what the rest was, but that was the one that I got. It was really good. Then I walked around to some shops. I didn't really find any good souvenirs. I was on South Congress Street that they told me to go to. Oh, these Uber drivers had some good recommendations. And I really wanted to see, apparently, like, right when the sun goes down on Congress Street, there's a Congress Cave or something, and the bats all come out. Not that I really want to be, like, attacked by bats. I don't think they attack, but people just watch them come out. But I didn't get to do that. So it's all good. So yeah, and then relaxed for a little bit, and then that was like the like Halloween Saturday night, whatever. So last minute went out. I met some people, went back to 6th Street and checked out some different bars, and I met some cool people from John Deere. Always networking, you know. So there were two girls, women, and I think they like recently started working. I think because they were all referencing college, like as if it was pretty recent, but they were really cool. We were all dancing. They like had good vibes, so that's how I like attached to them. And then we went through the entire night together, bar hopping. So it was a lot of fun, and they were great. And then I had to Uber back, right, because they were at a different hotel, and I had to go back. It's like a 15-minute drive back to my hotel, and the most I think I've paid was $15, which is even like an upcharge because of all the conference people that were going. And I paid $42, $43.42 to get back to my hotel that night. It was awful. I'd put on my credit card. My credit card is crap, but whatever. I had to get home. I was freezing. I was in heels, and I needed to get back. My flight was at 7 in the morning the next morning, so we were leaving at 3:30 to get to the airport as a group, so I really couldn't be late. I think I got back at like 1:30, slept for 2 hours, and then yeah, got up, which actually worked out pretty nicely. Don't know how. So yeah, so that was pretty much the whole conference. Then I came back Sunday morning. We got back to Newark. I got back to my apartment at like 1-ish. Then trying to get my life together. Fell asleep on my stuff, of course. Worked on a lot of Senior D because I had that like huge break from Thursday to then like Sunday, whatever. I was still talking to my Senior D is life. I always reference it. because it's literally all that we do. So it's a pretty big grade, and it's I don't know, it's like the most important project really that we have, and it's kind of one of those like you get out what you put in, and I don't know, I think it's really important, and I'm also, well, I was the team lead, so we we chose team leads from the beginning, and that was me, and then today our professor, and I think it's like part of the routinely like BME thing, sorry if I spoiled it for future BMEs, but yeah, but then we got fired or whatever, so she was like, hey, like, who's the team leads, raise my hand, and they're like, you're all fired, pick new team leads. And it wasn't like a bad thing. I think it was like one of those like real life business scenarios that, you know, they do get fired and you're under new management and whatever. So we switched over, so now Sarah's the new team lead, which works out. I think before we kind of had a dynamic that was like, I had like the tough conversations, or like started conversations and explained things to the advisors and whatever, and Sarah had more of like a secretarial, like took meeting minutes, kept us on our toes, booked rooms, like that type of stuff. So I think it really worked out for us. I don't know how it's going to change. I don't think it's a bad thing. Sarah's awesome. Sarah's actually my freshman year roommate. We go way back. She showed me country before I even liked it. So, and I love country now, as it's the background of my music always. So yeah, so that was designated to senior D, and then a lot of sleeping in between, and then we practiced our presentation. And then yeah, I think that was my Sunday. Did some more homework. Couldn't tell you what because I forget. Yeah. Wow, that was just yesterday. These days are long. Like we really go hour by hour, and I just new days. Alright, so some of the stuff. Oh, this was what I wore to go out. It looked better on that day, you know, because I had a decent outfit. My head's big. Is this on right? This looks bad. Okay, well, you get the point. Ow. I think I'm going to wear this, actually, for the rest of the video. I'm trying to place it. There we go. This is lopsided, but whatever. Okay. It's more lopsided. I suck at this backwards webcam thing. Okay. That looks good. Alright, so yeah, so some of these companies I spoke to. There was a lot. Damn this stupid thing. Okay. It's lopsided. Whatever, it looked good that night. Get a lot of great compliments. There were actually a lot of guys who like stopped me and were like, oh my god, you look perfect. I was like, alright, I know I look good, but I don't know about perfect. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Boys are desperate. Is my face lopsided? I don't understand. Okay. Nope. I'm not putting it on anymore. I'm done with that. Okay. So yeah, moving on. I started singing. Oh, you know, the other day we found out that my sister can sing. We knew that my dad could sing. But we didn't know my sister could sing. So then my dad, we're sitting there at the table, a rare occasion, you know, because I'm never home. Actually, my sister's never home. I'm never, like, physically home. My sister is literally, like, I'm never physically home because I don't live there. My sister's just never around, so we were all sitting there. On occasion, we came back from my cousin Angie's baby, my nephew. I think, well, like, in Spanish it's nephew, but he's not technically my nephew because he's not my sister and my brother's son or daughter. I mean, son, nephew, yeah. So, yeah, we were there for his birthday party, and then we came back, and we're, like, all sitting there. We're like, hey, baby, like, sing, like, you're actually good. She's like, well, I'm scared. like, why are you scared? We all suck. So, yeah, so then she sang, and yeah, she's pretty good. We were surprised. I was surprised. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if there was anything else that was really cool. Oh, we stayed at the Fairfield Inn and Suites. It was pretty nice. We had a hard time with, like, how the rooms were booked. So kind of difficulty there, but it all worked out. And then, yeah, what else? Experienced the Quality Inn Suites. Those were nice. Yeah, it's my portfolio. Special things. I can't remember if I bought this or if I won this or if this was given to me at some point. I think we get them for graduation too. So they want you to rep Stevens. I mean, it's a nice portfolio. It's okay. Yeah, so that was all. Those are all my thoughts on the post-conference. I just have to type them up now. The only thing I think that was different about this conference than other ones was really the career fair extended hours, which is actually needed. Like, I really liked it. Gave me a lot of time to delve into my companies and speak like normally and say every point that I wanted to say. In addition to that, oh, the cool thing about this conference that I found was it wasn't like specific to the conference. It was more like me thoughts that, you know, I'm like looking at, now that we're in senior year, like I'm looking at jobs for me, but I also, I don't know, like there was a lot of, when I looked at the descriptions of jobs, that I was like, wow, this isn't for me, but this is for like Alana or Danny or Cassandra. Like there was just a lot of like, you can like pinpoint who likes what and like what companies they might be interested in. So it's cool to like, I have to tell them actually, that's part of my post-conference thoughts. I have to tell who I thought of when I looked at that company. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's nice because like, so like all my friends are BMEs. That's it. Like, actually, really, my only friend is Cassandra. This is all I do. We just not even hang out. Everyone just goes to class. But like all the BMEs collectively, like we're all like kind of friends. I guess we're all friends. Yeah, sure. And we all just like, because we see each other in class, like physio's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with its lab on Thursday. And then we also have our Wednesday night class that we have together, and TG on Thursday, and Senior D on Monday and Wednesday. So, like, we see each other literally every day, which makes sense, like, we're in our senior year, but, yeah, we spend a lot of time together, so we really know, like, it's funny because we know who's going to be late at every class. We know, like, if somebody's off about things, we know, like, who's going to speak up. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So, yeah. So those are my post-conference thoughts. Kind of a longer video, so yeah. Now I'm gonna type them up, and I'll probably go to sleep. I'm like surprisingly awake now because I took those many undeserved naps. And now I'm fresh. My hair is drying. It's kind of cold in here, but whatever. I'll put a sweater on, not the hobo sweater. I'll put a different, new, fresh, clean sweater on. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.